run the 4-minute mile. Dear graduating Sarah, you may not be having a typical graduation in an auditorium with diplomas being distributed, various speeches being made, and hats thrown in the air, but that doesn't make it any less of an event. As a matter of fact, I believe that your graduation here in Assembly Park will be more memorable than any other in our country. I doubt that you will remember because you were only 2 or 3 at the time, but we were sitting talking one night and you were holding Strike Baby. It was past your bedtime and I said, "Shouldn't you be going to bed?" To which you responded, "No, not yet." Taking a little different tack, I said, "Look at Strike Baby. Her eyes are closed." To that you responded, "She'll just have to wait." So I asked how she will do tomorrow if she is tired. You responded, "She will just have to do." I thought at that time that you were going to be successful at whatever you chose as your walk in life. Indeed, to date, that has been true, as your walk so far has been that of a student, and as a student, you have been A+. Your goal at this time is to study to be a dentist with specialty. This is an admirable goal, but know that your goal may change as you change through education. When I was a freshman in college, there were 535 students whose goal it was to become an electrical engineer. 4 years later, 35 were left. Some changed their minds and switched curriculum, while others had their minds changed for them. You will now move on to higher education, and we are all here to send you off with all of our love and support. Some of your beliefs will be challenged and uprooted. You will be forced to evaluate those beliefs and either abandon them or replant them as they were. There will be times when this type of critical thinking will make you uncomfortable, alone, and unsure of yourself. Don't be discouraged by this. It's a necessary part of your growth and development. You will meet new people in college, and be careful not to disrespect those who are different from you. Remember that the more you learn about people and the world that we live in, the better you will understand differences. Life is not always fair, so when unfairness invades you, treat it as a learning experience and move on. Failure, too, is a learning experience. Don't be afraid of failure. I believe that it was Will Rogers that said, "Good judgment comes from experience," and a lot of that comes from bad judgment. Be calculating when it comes to taking risks. Weigh each outcome carefully, but don't be afraid to take a risk. Reward is frequently a function of risk. Calculate and act. Things are going to get tough at times. You'll have deadlines that are impossible to meet. Don't panic. If things are tough, meet them with your own toughness. And remember, things are only impossible until they get done. Don't be afraid of bullies. Stand tall and stare them down. I have never met a bully who, under his camouflage, was not a coward. Don't punch him in the mouth, though. That usually ends up with a broken hand. I know. It's not like in the movies. As your brother Kevin is doing now, don't leave anyone behind. If someone in your path is struggling, put your own deadline aside and stop to help. You will never regret doing that. Always remember to never give up. I can assure you that you will reach all of your goals by never giving up. And finally, as we send you off into the world, know that God has given you, Sarah, a special gift. Find it and share it.